This is getting out of hand. Honestly, I don't even know where to start with this one. Just when we thought the heat from the US airstrikes in Sokoto and the surveillance over Sambisa would force these guys to retreat, they have done the exact opposite. They have gone on the offensive, and they are not just attacking random villages anymore. They are striking at the very heart of our traditional institutions and mocking the President of the United States while they do it. The headline you are seeing is real, and it is terrifying. Bandits in Gombe State. Yes, Gombe, the jewel in the savannah that we usually consider relatively safe, have reportedly murdered a prince, the son of a king, along with his pregnant sister. And if that wasn't enough to make your blood boil, they have released a video message that is a direct slap in the face to Donald Trump and the Nigerian government. They are saying, "We are not scared." They are saying your drones and your threats mean nothing to them. We need to break down exactly what happened because this story is developing fast and there are details that the mainstream media is too afraid to show you. But before we dive into the gritty details of this tragedy in Gombe and the defiant message sent to the White House, please do me a massive favor. If you want to keep getting the raw, unfiltered truth about the security situation in Nigeria, smash that like button right now. It helps the algorithm push this video to more people who need to wake up. And if you are just joining us, click that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. You do not want to miss the next update on this because the US response to this mockery is going to be something we haven't seen before. Let's start with the tragedy in Gombe. Reports reaching us indicate that heavily armed men invaded a community. Some sources are pointing towards the Ako or Yamautu Deba axis, though specific details are still filtering in, and targeted a royal household. This wasn't a random robbery. They went for high-value targets. The victims have been identified as the son of a traditional ruler, a prince, and his sister, who was reportedly pregnant. I want you to pause and imagine the horror of that moment. A pregnant woman and her brother slaughtered in their own home. We are hearing that the bandits didn't just kill them, they abducted several others from the same compound and disappeared into the bush. Now, usually, after an attack like this, the bandits would go quiet and wait for ransom negotiations. But this time, the pattern has changed. A video has surfaced, and this is where the Trump angle comes in. In this video, the bandit leaders are seen flaunting their weapons, weapons that look newer and more dangerous than what the police are carrying. They are speaking directly to the camera, addressing the threats made by US President Donald Trump. Remember, just a few weeks ago, Trump threatened vicious consequences if the killing of Christians and innocent Nigerians didn't stop. He sanctioned airstrikes in the northwest. Well, these bandits are replying. In the clip, they are laughing. They are asking, where are the Americans? They are boasting that the white man's bird, referring to the drones, cannot see them in the caves and forests of the northeast. They are claiming responsibility for the Gombe attack as a way to prove that they are still in charge, regardless of who is sitting in the White House or Aso Rock. It is a level of arrogance that suggests they feel untouchable. They are essentially using the murder of a prince, a symbol of traditional authority, to send a political message. You cannot protect your kings and you cannot protect your people. This is a massive embarrassment for the Nigerian security apparatus. Gombe has been one of the few states in the northeast that has managed to avoid the worst of the Boko Haram and banditry crisis. It has been a safe haven for IDPs fleeing Borno and Yobe. But if bandits can now enter a Gombe community, kill a royal family member and abduct people at will, it means the cancer has spread. It means the safe corridor is no longer safe. And it raises a serious question. How did they get there? Gombe is surrounded by checkpoints. To move a convoy of bandits into a town, carry out an operation and leave with hostages requires a failure of intelligence that is almost criminal. We also have to talk about the timing. This is happening right after the US military started sharing intelligence with Nigeria for operations in Sambisa and Sokoto. The bandits know this. Their defiance is calculated. They are trying to show their followers that the great Satan, America, is powerless against them. It is a recruitment tactic. By defying Trump and killing high-profile victims, they look strong to the desperate youth they are trying to recruit. But here is the scary part. When you mock a man like Donald Trump, you usually get a response you didn't bargain for. Security analysts are already predicting that this video will be the catalyst for a much more aggressive US involvement. We might stop seeing precision strikes and start seeing carpet bombing of identified camps. The murder of the pregnant princess is particularly heinous and is likely to draw international condemnation, giving the US the moral cover to go harder. For the people of Gombe, this is a nightmare. The fear is palpable. If a prince is not safe, who is? Farmers are abandoning their harvest, markets are closing early. The psychological impact of this attack is devastating. And while the government in Abuja is issuing statements condemning the act, the people want to see action. They want to see those bandits rounded up. They don't want prayers or recalibration of the security architecture. They want justice. I want to ask you, the viewer, do you think this mockery of Trump will backfire on the bandits? Do you think the US will now treat them as global terrorists rather than local criminals? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I really want to hear what you think about this escalation. This story is tragic, it's infuriating, and it is far from over. We are monitoring the situation in Gombe closely to see if the abducted victims can be rescued. We are also watching for the official response from the US Department of Defense. Something tells me they won't be laughing at that video.